You know that feeling of being super nervous when you have to talk to certain people? Either they are someone you admire, or they're someone you're afraid of, or they're just someone where you're like, you don't know them and you really don't feel super comfortable with the situation. I get you. And I have a little mindset shift that might help you with this. They're just people. It's that easy, basically. They are just people. I think that a lot of the time we put people up on these pedestals in our mind. And especially if it's someone we admire, someone who's done what we want to do, who've accomplished a lot of things. And I get it. But remember that they are just people like you and me. So when you look at people you admire like that, then think about, so how can I, when I meet them, ask them about how they got to where they are now? And remember that maybe they've done it in a way that you're not comfortable with, and that's also okay. They have different circumstances, most likely, but they're still people. And maybe they've had even harder circumstances than you have, and you can do better. You never know, right? Until you ask. But really what I wanted it to say today is that we have this tendency to look at people and being afraid to approach them, or be afraid to kind of talk to them because they've achieved so many things, or they're this really important person. And I want to say that if the people you meet have that attitude, that they are so important that they don't really have time for you, then they're probably not your people anyways. So thinking about, of course, people can be so famous, have so much on their plate that they don't necessarily have time to answer everyone, and that's fair. But in general, remember that they are people, and that's exactly why they probably don't have time to answer or to stop and say hi or whatever it is that can seem rude, because they are just people and they have 24 hours a day like you do, and they prioritize it in a way. And it might not be how you would do it, but it's their choice, right? Like it's your choice to decide whether you are nervous or excited, or how you perceive other people. So remember, the next time you are meeting someone that where you feel a little bit like, I'm a bit nervous, then remember, they are people. And to be honest, it's like they go to the bathroom, they go to the hairdresser, like they do all the same things you do, most likely. So remember that there's always a commonality between you and the person you're going to meet. And if you can figure out what that is, that meeting is way easier. I do not recommend, however, to talk about going to the bathroom. That should probably not be the commonality you draw out. But hey, I love your hair. What have you done? Like, where do you go to the, whatever it is, right? So find that commonality and speak from that if you're super nervous. Hey, we're both people. Amazing. With joy and excitement, a little bit tired as well. But from here, I will see you in the next video. Bye.